Hey everyone, it's Katie with Stamp It Up with Katie, and I feel like I dropped something. I didn't. I wanted to share with you real quick. Hopefully this is quick. I always say that and it's never quick. But using the difference between using Stampin' Up cardstock and Stampin' Up ink and regular cardstock. Now, I have done some experiments, and what I have found is that when you use, let me grab this real quick. When I use this ink or any, flip it down, if I use this ink or any other ink for that matter, on regular cardstock, I never get a clean image. It's always kind of faded, like someone printed it and they were the ink, it was low on ink or something. So that is very frustrating, and I thought I just couldn't stamp. And when I went to my upline, my Stampin' Up demonstrator who's above me, and she showed me how she stamps, I tried out the stamps from, I was using a Stampin' Up stamp, Stampin' Up ink pad, and Stampin' Up cardstock. So I wasn't sure which aspect it was that was making it so amazing, but I figured it out. It's either one. So if you're using the stamp pad, you're going to get a much better image than you would using archival ink. And these are so special in another way because they're light tap, and they made these new. You have to order these new. If you have some lying around, they're probably the felt pads, and these are foam. And what happens is they don't soak up the ink in the pad itself, so that when you press down, all you have to do is just tap it, and you've picked up all your ink, as long as you have even pressure on all of your stamp. If you got a huge stamp, you're gonna have to move it around, but it works so well. You just literally tap it, and it's covered in ink, and then all you have to do is tap it right down on your paper, and it transfers perfectly. So this is a big one. This stamp pad. These are wonderful, wonderful stamp pads, and I cannot wait to get more of them. And I've also found that if I use this ink on Stampin' Up cardstock, it works almost perfectly. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good result, and I was surprised. I thought it was going to be the ink, but it's either the cardstock or the ink. It's one or the other. And if you use both together, then you get like a really good image, and that's just the way it is. And you can use Distress ink on Stampin' Up cardstock, and that works a little better than it does on regular cardstock, because regular cardstock absorbs the ink more, and this is so smooth. You have to feel it to understand. It's like it was made to be stamped on. So, and that's why it makes such a perfect stamping surface. And you can use a Distress ink if you don't have a lot of these, or you are just getting your like me, getting your supply up of these. I don't have, this is the only one I have. Everything else, I have 20 Distress ink pads, but I've got one Stampin' Up pad. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator, but I'm new, so I'm going to give myself a break. But I wanted to share that with you, how amazing these stamp pads are, and just how valuable this cardstock is. And this is the Whisper White cardstock, and this is just amazing. I cannot even tell you how amazing it is. I always wondered why people bothered to buy white Stampin' Up cardstock instead of just buying the cheaper stuff, and now I totally get it. And when I'm stamping, it's always going to be the Stampin' Up cards. Like you could see that shine right there. It's amazing. So I just wanted to share that with you, and I think that's it for now. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll have some more videos up soon. Bye everyone.